Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to actual Age of Empires content on this channel. Barely happens, I know. But today I couldn't resist. We will have the Kartoffelqueen finals, so the big Age of Empires tournament hosted by Echade, which features women from the German-speaking area. And we already saw yesterday in the quarter and semi-finals very, very interesting games, and also in the group stages. And today we will have number 1 from the group stage, Maggy, versus number 2 from the group stage, Julinse. Group matches were very, very, very close. And I think they are already jumping into the draft. So I guess without further ado, let's go to the drafting screen. And let me see what will happen, what they are drafting. They are typing furiously on Discord. I can see that. I guess I should also open the controller file so I can enter the draft. Let me see. I guess they're still taking a little bit. Marv, thanks for the sub. Just for an explanation, this will be our matchup for today. Maggy versus Juli in a best of 7 Empire Wars. BlueStrawberry, hi. We'll quickly show the video again, what Empire Wars is, after the draft has concluded. But basically everyone starts in Feudal Age already, has a base setup with, I think, 27 pop, 13 wills on food, 4 on gold, and was it 10 on wood? That sums up to 27, might be almost right. We will watch the video again with the correct information, so don't quote me on that. And there will also be some buildings already set up. Everyone starts with a blacksmith and a barrack. And then you will see very, very fast action. So action-packed games today. And as I said, from the group stage, we can already say will be very, very close as well. So I think I should also unmute the voice chat in case anyone wants to join me in casting. And I see we already have someone here. And it's LFish. Hi!
Hey, Kartoffelqueen. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well. And you?
I was I was not forgetting, but I was missing for a second that it's already 2 p.m. and then I was like, okay, it's not too late, so I can still join.
Yeah, same thing happened to me. Like, I was joking yesterday that in this situation you can only be early, right? But I somehow managed to not change this watch, and I thought it was changed already because it's a digital watch. And then
yeah,
it was, oh yeah, I have 2 hours till the stream starts. And then I looked at my tablet, oh, it's only 1 hour. So yeah, it was a quick setup today, but I think everything is fine and works out.
Great. How are you doing, chat? Hey, Advance. Hey, Philly. Hey, BlueStrawberry. Everybody else, Marvino. Oh my god, they're all coming here.
Also taking a look at a charter stream, but I think drafting hasn't started yet.
Oh, so this is already happening live. So this is your overlay that you created, right?
Yes. I mean, it's not, I have to fill it in. It's not like when they draft, it automatically fills in.
Oh, come on, man. Why not having it automatic?
I guess we should do that for next time.
Now, remember the questions, the question session you programmed, and the answers came in live and stuff like that.
But it's semi-live. Like, I have a screen here. When I enter it, it shows up on my overlay, and it also shows up on Echade's overlay simultaneously.
That's badass.
Oh, okay. The draft is here. So let's see. This is lots of stuff to type for me. Right? So the first one was Maggie picking Mediterranean. Wait, I need to put it here. Then Juli picked Wolfhill.
Wolfhill.
Then Maggie banned Budapest. Then Juli banned Hideout. Then Juli picked Ravines. Maggie picked Scandinavia. Then Maggie picked, I guess that's supposed to mean Arena. Then Juli picked Bogland. And for the Civ bans, Maggie banned the Mongols, so Juli can't pick the Mongols. And Juli banned the Huns.
Alright, 2 aggressive Civs gone. But I wonder actually, how did the map pool get constructed? Like, how hasn't been picked? I don't know Ravines yet, and Wolfhill, I have to check that out as well.
Let me check. Might look like it's... Oh, indeed, it's mirrored. Indeed, it is mirrored. So let's fix this quickly. So Juli
okay, you were distracted.
Ravines.
I was just asking you, and I'm like, oh, this is mirrored. Okay, so
Arena and Bogland as well. Let me see. No, this is cool. No, it's also. What the hell? Such an easy screen to enter stuff into. It even says player A and B, and I still read it correctly and then mistyped it. But yeah, I think now everything should be correct. Right. Let me quickly. I just go through it again. Maggie picked Mediterranean, Juli picked Wolfhill, Maggie banned Budapest, Juli banned Hideout, Juli picked Ravines, Maggie picked Scandinavia, Maggie picked Arena, Juli picked Bogland, Maggie banned the Mongols, and Juli banned the Huns. Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Can you now tell me the map pool construction Polska? Like,
I think that's basically the complete map pool, right? Because for the best of 7... that should be all the maps from the map pool that are on screen now.
I know, yeah. So HRD was choosing those. That was my question initially.
Exactly, yeah. There was a map pool. I think it's in the... If anyone's interested in reading up the rules, and maybe if I missed any maps that are also on there, you can go to the AoE zone thread. And also, if you want a German cast with, I think it's HRD and Clemensor, you can go in and watch twitch.tv/HRD. It's also live, and he's casting and commenting it. And yeah, sure. If anyone else wants to join, so if Mmarss wants to join as a co-caster as well, feel free. I think this is now the time that we have some time till the game start. I will quickly show the video again from Barbecue Turkman explaining Empire Wars to us, for those who don't know the game mode yet. So I will quickly mute our mics for the stream, and then we will watch 1 minute of Barbecue Turkman perfectly explaining Empire Wars, and then we will be back.
Welcome to Empire Wars. With the release of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, it not only came with extra civilizations and campaigns, but entirely new game modes. In Empire Wars, players start with a small town and functioning economy. All players start in the feudal age, with 27 villages already working on farms, chopping trees, and mining gold. 4 villages on gold, 10 villages on wood, and 13 villages on food, divided 8 between farms, and 5 on berries. Economic buildings, a blacksmith, and a barracks are also provided to help you build through the early stages of the game. The choice of strategy is yours, and can be put into play from the beginning of the match as you hit the ground running. Each player will also start with the loom researched, as this is an extremely aggressive game mode. Aggressive early strategies are highly encouraged due to the quick start nature of the game mode. Good luck, and tear down some empires.
Okay, so very aggressive gameplay. Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea why they chose that setup. I guess it's just pretty good setup to do any sort of flushes and whatnot. So yes. Okay, today I switched my resolution as well. So I hope it's a bit more sharp than yesterday. And our first match is on the way, I think. So let me just quickly update the scoreboard and then we can get going.
How can we find the game actually?
You just go to the spectator tab and then you search for either Maggy or for Julinse.
Oh, okay. It's not working for me right now.
You will have to hit type the name, hit refresh, and then wait a bit. It will say it doesn't find anything, but when you wait a bit, it will find the match, and then you can start.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I found it.
Okay, so just let me know when you are ready to click spectate game so we can do it in sync.
I just clicked on it and it's saying, okay.
Then I will click it again. So, I think I should also unmute the game for you guys. Doing this.
What second do you have?
I'm still in the loading screen. And now I'm at second 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Tell me when you're at minute 1. Like make a little countdown because I'm a bit ahead.
Yeah, Mmarss will also join us soon. Just grabbing a quick bite and then he will be back.
As I remember. Yeah.
Maggy already with a stable.
You're catching up, Kolze? You're minute 1?
3, 2, 1, jetzt.
Okay, now we're sync.
Okay, perfect.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, we have Maggy with the Khmer. So, and also in yellow, so going for the complete Viper, I guess. And we have Yuli with the Franks in red. Also going with a Warpliss, yes, indeed, Bowcaster. Also going for the stable, so both going on scouts, it seems.
Yeah, I have to admit, this is my first Empire Wars match that I'm casting or even watching. I'm not like, of course, I've watched from NAC3, like when the pros were playing this mode, but now I'm really into it. I'm seeing early aggression here on Julinse's base here from Maggy. Well, not maybe the best idea to focus if you don't have enough scouts, but yeah, she keeps up more pressure than Julinse, and she's falling back with her scouts.
Another
you
hole.
can see in the middle.
Another unfinished wall.
Yeah, walling is like instantly starting here on this map. I can see that.
They're really pulling back her scouts.
Yeah, the right response from Julinse with some spearmen, and the scouts, and now she can even finish off Margaret's. Why am I keep saying Margaret? Maggy's scouts, and yeah. So I would say there's a slight early advantage for Maggy here, taking that uphill fight. And does Maggy build spearmen actually? I don't see it yet. No spearmen from Maggy.
I think so yet. No, he's going archers.
Archers with no upgrades though yet.
Was it a misclick? No, she's going more archers.
Ooh, Maggy is going for the armor upgrade on her cavalry. That can be huge. So it looks like both are walled now. There should be no hole, as far as I can see, on Julinse's side, while Julinse as well tries to get Maggy's piece. And it's open on the left, actually.
Open on the left, but yeah. Now closing it, but Yuli attacking from the right, so...
Now look at this one archer. It's actually stopping Julinse from re-walling for a second. It's not too huge, but it's annoying, you know? One archer.
Now the reinforcements.
Yeah,
Sent
she's getting
away.
more. And now Julinse realizes she has to fall back to get rid of those scouts. I mean, at least the pressure is a bit higher on Julinse's side. What can we say for the will count? I guess there's nothing too much happening here.
Bit in front,
39 to
but not too much.
37 for Maggy. Alright, so it's still similar. It's too early to judge about economy. We now see this big fight here for the scouts for Julinse, but remember the armor for Maggy. She has +1 more armor, and I think she can notice that right now, can't she? Yeah, a lot of yellow scouts still alive, and this is really looking not too good for Julinse right now, if the stable goes down as well. Hello.
And I am back now too.
Hello.
Oh, welcome, Mmarss.
Hello. Thank you. I think I'm pretty much live. 7 minutes, 15, 16, 17.
Perfect, yeah.
Yep.
Well, we are 10 seconds, 55 seconds, but it's perfect, I think. It's good enough.
Okay. Yep. Are you fast or slow?
Normal playback speed.
No, relative to me. In any case, Maggy just cleaned up that fight on the front and has the military advantage now. Spears alone not going to do
But
much against Maggy's
Maggy first
archers.
in castle. And Maggy didn't
Yeah,
even
exactly.
click up yet. So,
Oh boy, Maggy's quite committed to Castle Age. With the knights coming out from Yuli now, she will need to pull her archers back. Those archers will die on the way home otherwise.
Did you say Maggy is committed to Castle Age?
Feudal Age, I mean.
Ah, okay.
Possibly.
I was confused for a second. Right now, yeah, you can see that knight will clean up mostly if there's no spearman in between, but yeah. I'm curious how this will
Touching on the
go.
archers, but the knight with +1 armor will very easily clear up everything. The spearman included, if Yuli targets it. The knight has attack as well.
Yeah, I was looking at Maggy's resource for a second. She now actually clicked up Castle Age, floating a lot of wood, and we'll see what happens after. She will keep staying aggressive, or she will go back for economy push.
Yuli not fighting. She could definitely win with those knights. As it is, she's leaving Maggy's army on the field, and that army could come back, at the very least in terms of map control right now. Fight happening now. Yuli's really scared of that spearman. That spearman doesn't have armor, and Yuli has +1 attack on the knights. And now the spearman goes down.
now they
So
cleared everything.
What I like now is that Julinse is probably starting to back up with her economy a bit, so you can see the second town center at the gold on south. Yeah, which she definitely needed because it was free the whole time, free to raid, but fortunately for her, Maggy didn't notice.
And not under too much pressure, and with the walls Yuli wasn't under too much pressure, then adding an extra TC or two is an easy way to gain a lead over your opponent. Right now, Maggy's still on 1 TC, still clicking up to castle, and that villager lead will extend. It's
Ooh,
now
there was a
7
hole.
bills in Yuli's favour. A hole in Maggy's base, yes, Maggy's wall.
Oh yeah, between the racks and the...
Once here, Yuli fights it, not too scared, and Maggy pulling a lot of villagers off farms as a reaction. Good quick walls, the gold is safe. One housing bill on the left could go down. Let's see if that Maggy's got Viper skills. No, Yuli not even noticing it.
Not only the Civ strats and the color strats, also the quick walling strats.
Forward tower coming from Yuli. She really wants to pressure that gold. A good choice, I think. Maggy doesn't have many options for gold in this map. I'm not sure whether you discussed that at the start.
What I actually wonder is why Maggy's not pulling off elephants right now. She could use like 2 elephants to defend this off pretty much hard. Better than with knights.
She has gone on a second stable, right? So maybe...
Yeah, but she's
What's the
producing
plan?
knights right now. There's no elephant coming on, unfortunately.
Elephants need a lot of eco though. 17 vills on food, 17 farmers, and Maggie wants to add that second town centre, and she doesn't quite have the eco numbers to produce elephants right now.
Ooh, will this town center go up?
I think it will. That tower. Ooh.
Oh no, she will
might
lose
be
some villages
costly.
here, definitely.
If Maggie
Yeah, that's
pulled that
looking
other vill on the right to help, that would go up quicker. Maggie pulling all of her farmers to build that town centre.
And what I already noted is that Maggie is now falling back on vill counts. So she has like 40 villagers, actually 38, and Julinse already 56. So there's nearly 20, 18 difference of villagers.
For some time now, yep. Ooh, that DE pathing on the vills is quite horrible going to go.
Yeah, that was actually
that's
good.
not DE pathing, that's the fact that they can't actually get past that town centre, which I think actually saved Maggie there, or she would have had a lot of knights in her base when the TC finished.
I don't think this tower will go up.
By the way,
Agreed.
I was noting in chat that we totally forgot commerce can go in houses, and Maggie did not make a use of that. So that's a fact. That's a
very
fact.
good point. Who needs to quick wall when you can garrison? Tower deleted by Yuli. The villager dies on the left in the wood line. Okay, and after that, Yuli left with a significant villager lead, 17 vills ahead. But I think Maggie's quite good at pressuring, and her army count is quite strong. 15
Maggie.
military to 30. Sorry, 13 military. Yeah, Yuli has a good night mass and switching into skirms.
Oh, I didn't even see. Maggie went forward with some archers. Trying to
Yeah, on the
break in.
bottom. They tried to get into and
Almost
take in the
looked
house
like a gold
first.
spot.
If we had capture age right now, we could select them and see how many kills that we missed. It doesn't look like there were any there. I can't see any corpses in Yuli's farms. Forward castle from Yuli. Look, Marv would be quite disappointed by that castle, I think. That castle is not particularly ballsy. And with this night mass, I definitely think Yuli could put that a lot further forward. But it does take the hill, and I think that's good map control castle for the late game.
Yeah, when it's hitting Imperial Age, this will be an easy trap fight for Julinse.
Look at this.
Absolutely.
Those units
Gonna
in
see.
the base are just completely ignored right now. Now it's bit action at the second town center.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, the difference now here is that Maggie will not be able to make a big raid in Julinse's base, while she will get a big bomber on this attack here on the left side from Julinse. I want to see how Maggie is defending this. She only has 6 pikemen right now, and they will die. There is no defense for
The
that.
second TC is well out of range of the castle. I do want to point out the cliff and wood line on that forward castle from Yuli does wall it up. Those vills can't get around to the southern side.
Look at this one knight at the castle, man. Look at this one Maggie knight that is trying to pull off. Oh my god, this can actually become a Gauss castle for the second, while Julinse is totally off fighting.
Could be.
Look at this one knight. It's like 4 villages down.
That's so hard. That's such hard
select
mic
the
though to
villages.
just use the clicking. But no, Yuli has pulled enough knights to deal with that, and that castle goes up with 3 villagers.
I mean, Julinse has at least more villagers than Maggie yet, around 20 villagers more. But she doesn't need to waste them, right?
Yeah, and exactly, with that cliff, if Yuli had put those villagers on the southern side, the knights can't path around that cliff. It's a really easy wall-off.
Whew. It's really looking good for her.
We also
It's
has
looking very good
lots
for
of gold in the bank. I think she might want to go to Imp soon.
She's adding throwing axemen too. Interesting.
I'm not sure about going Imperial Age soon. The problem is that Julinse doesn't have enough farms. She has 18 farms. That's what you usually get if you click up Castle Age with a full feudal Oh, fast castle.
Maggy has 16 farms, Khmer farms though, so that's the same income.
Yeah.
Maggy with a big boom though, going on to a 4th TC. She wants to catch up and must be feeling confident that she can hold off the knights from Julinse. Which I think she probably can with her pike numbers.
Yeah, and now this is actually disturbing Maggy's base. Look at the knights coming in. She will get rid of them eventually, but the damage is done. And also the villagers on top are chopping the last tree. Look at that poor little tree getting chopped by 12, 11 villagers. And she has no woodland anymore. This is her last, like,
Yeah,
wood
she notices that she has a good woodline on the left that she can go to.
But
Yeah, the problem with Julinse's Skirm addition is that she cannot back it up with a good food-wise economy. She needs definitely way more farmers. I think she will eventually realize that she's banking too much gold and she will switch.
Yeah, 22 farms now, so she is adding more and more mills going down. She's lacking the wood for a lot of farms right now, but she's slowly adding them as she can afford them.
Oh, just right in time, build that town center when the knights came. Look at this. This is fortunate for Julinse.
Isn't it just? That's the 3rd town center from Yuli.
Yeah. And no damage, at least not the big damage done here.
Yep. 1 villager goes down.
Man, if Maggy's losing the gold on her left side, with that castle, if there's a second castle coming in. Yeah.
Second castle going down. It doesn't range the gold on the right though, so that's still a safe gold option for Maggy. At least a reachable gold option, if not a safe one.
That's the irony until Imperial Age, but for now, imagine she would have controlled it a bit further.
I'd like to see Maggy's vills in the double TC garrison in the forward town centre rather than the rear one. As it is, the skirms can range one of the golds, and most of the other gold without being hit.
Now what I would like to see now in this position, as there are no villagers at the gold TC, like 2 idle TCs for Maggy. That's
Those knights could also be in quickly back there.
if you just had
It's
a
not
ram
walled
that's
very
pushing through
well.
those TCs.
And I think Maggy's in. Could be in. Yes.
Yeah, these are kind of 3 idle TCs right now.
I support Wolf, but oh boy.
There's
That's
a
a lot of
4 idle
villagers.
TCs from Maggy right now.
Yeah, and the other she's doing
good
good
damage.
damage on Julinse's base in the right woodland, as Kartoffelqueen is showing.
Didn't notice that, or hasn't yet.
Nope, that's a lot. That's actually getting more and more, and now she notices it. She's going
That
back now.
gate just fell for Maggy though, so Yuli's in with knights as well. This is a base trade situation. Although, 1 pikeman from Maggy, more on the way, Yuli's scared. And she's deciding to go home.
Yeah, it will distract her off, but you can see that again on the left side, Julinse is pushing, is destroying those TCs with a mangonel or 2, and 3 mangonels actually. 1 is idling around. Yeah, definitely looking good for Julinse here.
Yuli's throwing axemen. She has 3 of them. They're sitting next to the wood line in front of Maggy's base.
Oh,
Maggy's town centers just went down to 3 mangonels.
check out Julinse's base. She's fighting off the last knights that are there. And they're just standing around. They're not attacking.
They did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That's a DE moment. At the moment, unfortunately, DE Parlin means that military units often go idle.
And 20 villager lead for Julinse still. So
Maggy getting Imperial Age though, adding a castle. That's a safe castle for now. Protects part of her base, although it will cost her the second town centre. And she'll be an imp with a significant time lead to start out the trap war.
that's true. Yeah, I'm curious how this will go out once she has a trap or 2, and I wonder how Julinse will respond to that.
If Yuli brought all of her knights onto the gold on the right, Maggy wouldn't have the gold to start a trap war, so I think that would be Julinse's perfect play right now. The knights from Yuli, however, chasing in a huge train 4 knights from Maggy on the very right of the map.
Yeah, it's like
Completely all
part
over.
of the knights be like, day 21. They still think I'm one of them. And now they're chasing. Yeah, now they're fighting off.
Pulse could have showed it, but a lot of Juli's knights went down next to that gold I just mentioned to a large mass of Maggy's pikemen.
Yeah,
Maggy now Imperial Age.
many left.
Getting bowsword trebuchets, but doesn't have the res to
Knight Riders.
pull in any serious Imperial Age techs. Julinse, however, getting wheelbarrow.
Oh man, this one trap will definitely be able to destroy Julinse's lower castle. I don't know.
Depends. I'm looking. Yuli's pulling all of her knights there right now. Yuli doesn't have enough skirms and axemen to take down the pikes while Maggy's knights are nearby, though. This is definitely the area of the map to watch right now, that Treb war. If Maggy can keep that Treb alive, then she pushes out, secures 2 golds, and is back into this game.
Okay, this will still be close because Julinse is committing to castle. She did not pick up her resources to click on Imperial Age. Now she trades for the trebuchet and is left with a bunch of skirms, but there will be a second trap.
Exactly, she's totally committed to castle edge without any military to do any damage on that commitment. So I think Yuli has to go in.
Yeah, I would rather give up that castle now, even though I don't want, because I think, oh yeah, I have the advantage. But she probably should sacrifice that castle and click Imperial Age. I think
Maggy with a second trebuchet coming out, Yuli now has no army to deal with that.
And you know what? There's a 30 villager difference on economy. It's 94 villagers for Julinse.
There is. Maggy needs to add more town centres if she wants to win this on late imp, or she wins this now. And Yuli has to be feeling quite pressured by these trebuchets. She can't deal with that anymore.
Oh, she got the improved resources. She just clicked up.
And there she clicked.
She did, yep. That castle will probably go down by then, but that's a Frank castle. It's pretty cheap and won't cost Yuli too many resources. She can afford.
Yeah, Maggy can almost.
Yeah.
Maggy can also build a second very soon, and on the other hand, Julinse is having the second castle on the right side. So as long as she's defending that one, I think she will come back from this.
Yeah, and Yuli with 6 on stone enough. That's enough for a castle every 5 minutes or something from Julinse. As you can see, another castle going down on the very left-hand side of the map for Yuli. She's going through a castle wall across the centre. Wow! Can I just point out?
Confused.
5 castles from Yuli. One of them is about to go down.
Yeah, that's the fun part. You said the castle is going down. I'm like, wait, what are you saying? You want to say she's just building that castle? The very left. It's okay. It's a castle that's alive. We're fine.
Oh,
First
the elephants are coming.
Maggy. And I was considering whether it's worth Yuli putting down a forward monastery with the villagers that built the castle. It wasn't at the time because Maggy was mostly on pikes, but I think now that the elephants come in, a monastery could be a good move from her. Frank,
As a monastery in the
help,
back also collected 1 relic, but that might be not the best position. Go on the offense with monks.
Okay, one more thing I noticed is that Julinse has 12 on gold, which is not enough to keep production of knights and upgrades and also trebuchets. So Maggy will still have the trebuchet lead here, and Julinse is not able to get the same amount of trebuchets in the same time. It will be a race. I mean, she needs more on gold right now.
Yeah. Yuli choosing to harass Maggy's villagers on gold a little bit. The axemen. Army lead, 6 military for Maggy to 15 from Yuli. Yuli still has a number of skirms, axemen and knights alive. Checking into Halberdier against the elephants.
Oh boy, I have a feeling that Julinse will still take her time to recover, so she may give up everything on the front now, even though she's sending a little skirm troop to kill off those trebuchets, which will not work, I guess, but I mean, they're trying. You can see it in the middle coming between the castles and the trebuchets. Look at those skirms. They're coming in the fight.
BlueStrawberry asking how do elephants do against throwing axemen, or vice versa. The axemen are not as good as a champion. They have a lot less attack damage, but if you micro them, you can outrun elephants.
I mean, it counts like melee attack, so it's moderate, but it's not like a bonus or that anyone has a bonus.
Yeah, and the hit points are quite significant, so doing less damage, the axemen doing not a great deal of damage means it takes a long time for them to go down.
Oh, I see.
Okay, now Maggie has seen the castle on the left. It's
Ma-
built an outpost there.
Julinse is just getting the cavalry upgrade right now, so she will have an attack advantage according to cavalry and pikemen in between, so that's a nice mix against Maggy's army, which is consisting of 2 elephants and 3 traps and some pikes, right? So
This game is telling me that Yuli has 40 military right now. That's almost all halberdier and skirms. Yuli with 6 soon-to-be cavalier.
I think Yuli also has the relic advantage, right? About to pick up a second one.
yeah, right, there's a rally count going on actually. Just didn't track it.
Yuli.
3 in the center.
Soon. If you switch to the economic stats in the bottom left, you can see the relic count.
Ah, see? I did not know that.
Now we see it. Now we see the pushback from Julie in the middle. Has 1 trap and a huge army to defend it, so there's no way Maggy's able to defend this right now. She's killing the castle on the left side though, but...
And what we're seeing right now is that
Right
30
side.
eco advantage that Yuli has had for the last 10-15 minutes or so. It means that her army numbers are more significant than Maggy's, and she's just able to push harder.
And she's
Yes, Maggy will
also
clear up the castle on the left.
got
but I
all
don't
the
think
extra
she'll be
resources
able to
now.
Sorry again, you were talking both. I was, I was a bit confused. What happened?
Polska pointed out Yuli has full map control, has taken every extra resource, except for 1 relic, which is near Maggy's base, and which Maggy has a monastery near but isn't making a monk for.
Yeah, the minimap is definitely looking better for Julinse right now. Like, whenever she's getting attacked anywhere, she will be able to react to that. And now how the upgrade coming, look at this army, 43 pointy boys.
Huge army, 2 trebuchets go down from Maggy, trebuchets from Yuli onto the town centre, and I think Maggy will probably be calling this soon.
Well, at least not if she's got the gold on the left side. If she's losing that, maybe, yeah. But right now, I want to see. Where are these villagers going in the north? Maggy's village is trying to find a new place. Find a new... And 2 hand cannoneers as well. That's interesting.
Not just 2, Maggy with about 8-9 hand cannons. A good choice against pure halberdier, but with the light cav throwing axemen and above all skirmishers in the mix as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about the move with that many skirms as well.
Man, I like the play how Julinse is putting up castles everywhere. So she's just getting the good control in case of being raided, and now she's raiding as well, so she's sending light cav into the
Really
base.
solid play
Yeah.
from Yuli.
And GG.
And that's a GG.
GG.
Nice game for the first start.
A creative choice from Maggy to go with hand cannons, and I mean that in a good way. I think it's a good option against halberdier, and it's not something you always think of. That was a good game. If you want to click through stats, Maggy with a positive KD, good KD, 210 to 165. That's probably because Yuli was putting so much trash in, adding so much trash. Largest army, Yuli 70, again because of the trash. Maggy 29. I think that was at the point where she was going crossbows. Elephants, you end up with a smaller army that's still a very strong one.
You know what I take away from this game as well? Like when Maggie was hitting Imperial Age, she was able to defend off, and Julinse was allowing that because she tried to defend with whatever she had and pumped units in one by one, which didn't work. And after she took a break, she recovered. She went Imperial Age. Then she was able to make the right attack. And that's, I think, what that game is every time showing us. You sometimes need to step back if you have an eco advantage and just give up something on the front, because it's not worth defending with nothing.
Agreed. I think had she kept her 15 or so knights alive to upgrade to Cavalier, that would have been the better move. And I don't think Maggie's Imperial Age was particularly fast for Empire Wars. I don't have a great sense of that, but it came in just shy of 30 minutes. I think Yuli's was late rather than Maggie's being early, but Yuli was still caught off guard by it.
All right. So is the second game already open, or we're going to wait a certain amount of time?
It was open yet? No.
All right.
Let me just quickly also open a charter stream. Try and be in sync. She can pick any of her maps, so we can either see Mediterranean, so yeah, it is always the home map of the loser. So we will either see Medi, Scandi, or Arena. I think it doesn't have to be in that order.
Budapest is a ban.
Yeah, Budapest is a ban, yeah.
Yep.
Looks a bit weird in this layout, but it's just the drafting worked in that way. So they first each picked a map, then they both banned a map, and then in turns picked a map again. In the end, they banned civs.
Is it going to be Empire Wars again?
From Maggie. Yes, there's Empire
Empire
Wars.
Wars.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's not too bad. Like, I myself never played actually, but it's still interesting to see what happens. And maybe it will be played more and more with more tournaments coming in, or more show matches even.
My quick setup, I totally forgot to get any water, so we'll quickly leave you for half a minute before the next game starts, and I will be back.
Okay, we'll pause if the game comes in. Which it is.
See, Simon, that's the question I had in mind as well. I didn't find anyone I could answer it yet, but I did not ask that question to anyone, let's say it that way.
As I understand it, all players are in the DACH region, so Germany, Austria, Switzerland.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
the
right.
other stream started, so I guess we can start as well.
Yeah, I've got it paused at 0 seconds in, and I'm avoiding spoilers for now.
So we will see.
Wait, Marv, you call non-German people Kartoffels? Can you explain like how that is working? Like if you have an American, you call them Kartoffel?
And I'm in.
I'm unpaused.
Quickly.
Oh, nice, Zoom Polska.
So, civs, we're seeing Persians from Maggie, a very strong civilization, against Chinese from Yuli. Chinese are an interesting game as far as win rate goes. They are a very strong civ at pro levels, and below that, at most players' levels, they're actually a fairly weak civ because of the different start. On Empire Wars, though, you start with your 3-villager advantage, a bit less food, and enough houses to support all of them, and also farms and sheep, like a lot of food. So I think it's actually a really strong civilization for Empire Wars. We'll see whether that initial 3-villager advantage can hold up against the Persian boom into mid-game.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out actually what's happening right now. So when we have Persians, usually I was thinking of having an early dock, but wait, this is Empire War, so we're not having a second dock now. I mean, first dock at all.
I still think docks is a great move to go on this map.
No, not only that.
Persians.
I'm talking of Empire Wars. Usually you have people going on water on Scandinavia, but since we're playing with Empire Wars, this is completely different, and it's a super wallable map as well. So, yeah.
So I think that if Persians go on water, they have an advantage there with the faster working docks, and they can win water if they want to. Maggy, not going on water by the looks of things, is warming up and playing defensive at home, but adding the stable and could be a bit of surprise land aggression from Maggy.
Wait a minute, did you say faster working docks? Okay.
Persian docks, 10% faster in feudal age, same with their 10 centers.
Oh, I thought it's just TCs. All right, interesting.
No, it's 10 centers and docks.
Nice.
It's a scout from Maggy. Maggy is not docking yet.
Exactly, yep. ESP with an interesting point though. It'll be interesting to see what civilization Maggy picks on Mediterranean if they end up playing that map.
Oh, I have a feeling Julinse wants to click up Castle Age as fast as she can. She's getting market right now, and she has the resources to click up. Maggy, on the other hand, looks similar, but lacking some food for some reason. Actually, she's catching up, but we're gonna see.
Yeah,
So both will Castle Age now.
That fishing ship from Yuli really makes much of a difference to the food count at this point.
Well, still, it's like an early second TC. I wouldn't underestimate it. It's something that you can add if there's no aggression and if there's no one on
look,
water.
I love the move, and I think that in the next 10 minutes, any fish that Yuli adds will bring in a food base. But I don't think it's influenced the castle time at this point.
No, of course not that, but it's a advantage for later. You're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have an arena-like start, and note that on the left... Oh, no. Look at the top, at the north. There's a villager from Julinse trying to build a dock, and now she's retreating. She's retreating because she's Maggy scouts. She wanted to build a second dock.
Scout. That scout has plus to attack and can take the villager down.
Oh no, she noted it.
Quick walls? No. Quick walls this time? No, missed it again. I don't think she's going to die for it. Yes!
Oh.
She manages it! She manages the quick walls. The quick wall goes down.
Oh yeah, you win the future for me, but nice. I will just catch up a bit. That's perfect.
And
now
Yuli will
Maggy
be
has
tilting at
also
that.
docked in the back.
Sorry,
Wow.
Maggy will be tilting at that. That Yuli managed to save that villager.
I mean, if Julinse pulled off the second dock, that would definitely be a further advantage in the long run. And now Maggy is coming with a dock on the south as well, having 2 fishing ships already. Yeah, I want to see how this will go on further.
No dock.
Sorry again?
Maggy running away with the scout, not keeping that near the villager. The villager can now dock.
Yeah, perfect. So...
I mean, I don't think Maggy should be staying there. I think she needs more information on Julinse. But at the same time, she did let that dock go down, and it would be good to go back and scout now. Or you just assume that the dock goes down and you think about adding fire ships on the water or something.
More town centers for Maggy. At least one.
Wait a minute. What's happening on Julinse's side is also interesting, that she has no stable unit, no stable or no archery range. So there is definitely no military going on for Julinse. And there is also no... Oh, there's a castle. There we go. Okay, I was wondering if she's going to build a TC or if she's starting with a castle. There we go.
That's an interesting civ matchup, I'd say, because both Persians and Chinese have very flexible civilizations. They have good cavalry, decent archers, at least in Castle Age, and both have an Imperial Age archer option at least. And both have camels, for example, decent spearmen, so a number of switches they can pull off. So I think we could see a number of unit switches this game.
Yeah, that's true. 2 knights are now trying to raid a fully walled base. Actually, I wonder how Maggy's
Ooh, I
trying
think it's
this, even though
overchopped.
they're... Yeah, only in the case of if something being overchopped, and that can actually happen on this side. Yeah, she does notice it. This is bad. This is not good for her. Oh boy. And here it comes. Now she notices it. But to be fair, Julinse has also started to pick up on those fishing ships on the south. That one fire ship was now destroying the war economy that Maggy had, even though it wasn't big.
Maggy was not at all committed to water.
Yeah.
I think I would have preferred to just see a bit of water military for Maggy to try and take out the fish from Yuli, because Yuli was a lot more committed to water, or is a lot more committed. But Maggy doing a lot of damage with those knights in the economy of Julinse. Yeah.
And also what I can notice is that wood is actually super crucial in this kind of game. I mean Empire Wars, because now you already have one lumber camp, but you're missing the second, and now she has one on the very left, like Julinse at the stone.
Yep. Julinse 1 TC for now. Maggy adding her third. She's got 2 already. Villager number is in Maggy's favour by 2 at the moment, but Yuli still has 3 fish. Still, that villager number will climb for Maggy as her boom pulls in, especially with the Persian town centres.
Yeah, agreed. She will boom away with 3 town centres, and Julinse will try to catch up, or needs to catch up, because she used it all for that castle to produce Chukunu. I'm not sure how much this will give her an advantage to have so many Chukunus early.
Yeah,
when she is lacking economy.
Position, she could be adding another half a dozen fish to both sides of the water. But I really want to see more town centres from her, and it looks like she's thinking about that in the north. Yeah, exactly.
Another thing I noticed that now Maggy has only 8 on wood. She has 3 town centers, but she will be lacking farms very soon. She's hoarding a lot of wood for now, but 8 on wood, with this economy, it will be like in some minutes she will be in trouble.
Yep.
Needs to rebalance a bit.
Persian knights against Chukunu. The knights do get the bonus damage, but Chukunu firing extra arrows means that even against armored knights, they do a lot of damage and can kill the knights before they get close.
And they are fully upgraded.
Right now, exactly, fully upgraded Chukunu are taking down those 3 Persian knights. 0 losses from Yuli.
It looks like since the E they're firing slightly slower. Am I wrong? I remember they were firing slightly faster than now.
I'm not totally sure. They might have changed the mechanics, but I don't think so. It looks pretty similar to me.
Alright, even villager count now for both, but the wood lead is here for Julinse. She provides a lot of wood, and she will catch back on town centers. Yeah, she's catching up actually on that. Second town center now added in the north.
Yeah, remember there's a 4th town center from Maggy, and all Persian town centers now 15% faster in Castle Age.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
Yeah, no stumbling, BSP points out, is probably what you're seeing on the Chukunu.
Like as I said before, now Maggy is in the situation where she needs more wood. And
fletching from Maggy, it looks like she's considering a skirm switch. I'm not sure how I feel about that, given that Persian skirms don't get bracer.
Oh, I was missing the siege workshop for Maggy. I was looking for it, and now I actually found it on the left side of her hometown center. She has a mangonel coming in around the corner.
Mangonels, though. Like,
yeah, I know.
All the archers, the easiest one to micro is Chukunu.
Yeah, I want to see though how this micro battle will start. Look at the fight. Look at the fight. The Chukunus are coming and patrolling.
I'm betting 0 losses to Mangonel goes down. No ballistics yet. It's something you could consider adding.
That hit was actually...
That was a decent hit.
It's nice. Now you can use this situation to sync with Polskafan because he's reacting to the Mangonel shot.
What did I bet? 0 losses to Mangonel, and yeah, those two canoe have
was
45
really close.
hit points. They can survive a direct
There was one
Mangonel
with
hit.
1 hit point, so you won your bet, but it was a close one.
Ballistics coming in from Yuli now. That tech cheaper for Chinese and will be a big advantage in the fight against Knights. I think Yuli's got the lead again now. Ooh, good hit.
See, this is one thing. Like the micro, to micro those Mangonels, but now there are 2 Mangonels.
Mangonels from both sides. That's a check.
And Knights.
Captain. Maggie using the Knights to try and zone the Chukanu towards the Mangonels. That's good. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Maggie. Excellent army positioning and army control.
Those
I really like
upgraded
the way Maggie's
Knights.
fighting that. She doesn't have to engage with the Knights. She just has to push the Chukanu towards the Mangonels, and she's been doing a great job of that.
Yeah, it's like a horde of sheep that you have to like maneuver.
Exactly.
But the Knights are now fully upgraded, and if you just had like double the amount of Knights, that would already clear this Shukanu army. Oh, left 2 Mangonels coming in. Actually, it's 1 Mangonel from Julinse as well, but she's clearing this. Oh man, these Knights wreck.
Yeah, those are Persian Knights. They deal 14 damage per hit against the Chukanu, minus the armor. Another Mangonel? Attack round? Yes, excellent shot. I'm sorry, that was a great bada boom. And I think this play from Maggie shows that she's feeling calm and in control of the way that this fight's going.
Well, I can see that the economy is now looking kind of similar for both in will count. Julinse though is having the resource to click up Imperial Age, and she just clicked, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she just clicked. So I want to see how Maggie will catch up on this now. Because she doesn't have the resource for
9 fishing ships from Julinse, but on just 2 town centers, she's been able to keep up with Maggie's 4 Persian town centers. So that's a lot of town center idle time from Maggie.
Yeah, speaking of idle time, Julinse's base now got a lot of villagers getting idle because of running out resources.
It's a stone that's just been depleted.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Mangonel fight on the left, castle being built on the right side from Maggie's base, and a huge defense, so that will work for now. But as soon as Julinse is having a castle on the north up, then trebuchets will come in, and I fear the Persian castle will even go down. Four Mangonels for Maggie, that's insane.
I think for now Maggie has the Night Mass to be able to run in and snipe trebuchets.
True, because there's no meat shield, there's no pikes or halberdiers for Chinese. They could add it easily, and I think that's what she needs. Julinse should probably switch to... she's adding a stable on the left though. She's already preparing for raiding.
Yeah,
On the left, when you see the castle Polskafan, there's a stable coming up.
Wait, what? Ah, there it is.
I'd like to see just a couple of camels from Yuli actually. I think just a few of them could complicate Maggie's situation for the fights.
Okay, now Maggie will click up Imperial Age very soon, or in this second at least. Nice. I like how Julinse is controlling the gold pile on the left with the castle.
Yeah. If you look at the map control is again very much in favor of
Second
Yuli.
castle further forward. That castle will be trebbed down, I think, by trebuchets above the cliff from Yuli.
Yeah, she's having a trebuchet built in half time, and
Yep.
I wonder how she will defend it. She definitely needs halberdiers, or I mean pikemen at least, against those knights.
Yuli again, very clean play for map control. She's taken the gold on the left.
Yep, That's what I was saying. So
Maybe
she has
now.
this castle up.
Caught up in the eco. Same villager count.
What is this? Spam this baguette to help Margaret. We have
See that yet?
the French support here. Look at this. Voulez-vous le beurre? Do you like butter on your baguette? Anyway, 2 trebuchets now taking on 1 town center, and maybe even the mangonels. Like she could snipe them down. Oh yeah, that is not working
good
for
question.
Maggie here. She cannot. Oh wait a minute, those mangonels are so clustered. Look at this. They're like, oh my god. I wish she just pulled off 1 shot to kill 4 mangonels at once or something like that.
5 mangoes there.
Yeah, 5 indeed. They were super close to each other. Oh. The mangonel's dodging. It's dodging. No, it's dead. Never mind.
1 for Maggie. Maggie producing 2 trebuchets now, and because of where Yuli has her gather point for the trebuchets, those trebs are attacking from the left-hand side. Maggie
think Maggie wants to go waiting. And there was... Oh, there was no hope.
No hope.
Just looked like it.
I think those trebs are much better used to take down... knights are much better used to take down the trebs from Yuli.
Oh, hold on. Maggie now having 2 traps in the castle being built, but still not enough against 4 traps for Julinse.
Yeah, there's knights though, there's knights.
Knights can easily kill those traps.
Only like have there to defend.
Oh my god.
He's out of position. 1
That
treb
is
goes down, 2 trebs. Maggie's using the trebs against Yuli's trebs. A 3rd trebuchet goes down from Yuli. The knight's cleared up though by the Chukonu now.
Yeah, that's a trade, like a castle for 2 trebuchets and a bunch of knights. So still
3
better for
trebuchets.
Julinse.
7 mangonels from Maggie.
What is she
7
gonna...
mangonels.
Dude, is she actually upgrading to onagers? No, she's not, right?
She's getting Cavalier.
Yeah, but with no knights going on, that's a bit... Yeah, that's rough. Definitely rough.
And just 2 stables. 3 stables?
Oh, no.
3 stables. 4 stables.
Oh, look at this 2 Lightcav killing a mangonel off. Maybe even a 2nd one. Yeah, actually...
Cavalier right in there. Those light cap go down.
Oh, those mangonels is
Mangonels will take out trebs.
They are paying off now. They are coming into action. Look at this nice shot there, and also
Good shot
against
on
the trebuchets.
Chukonu. Yeah.
But she's not defending against the light cap. That's messy. That's such a difficult situation right now for both.
Yep.
Only 3 mangonels left.
Or Maggie without attack. Bit of each.
But hold on, those light cap, no, sorry, those cavaliers are actually able to fight off against Julinse's army right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
She needs to reposition here.
Persian Cavalier with bloodlines. Dangerous unit. And she's clearing out most of the Chukonu with them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She should have built some halberdiers or pikemen. Now she has no meat shield against this.
Maggie up at 95 villages. She can struggle to get her late eco going, but she's still producing wills. So I think she can definitely pull this game back.
Oh, she's building a forward castle. I think she really wants to take this right flank somehow.
Where do you see a forward castle? Oh, on the right side, I see.
Forward on the...
Wolf defending for Yuli though takes down 1 villager.
Oh,
Oh, that one
look at
trap
this one
can reach the
trebuchet, man.
castle.
Yeah, but Cavaliers coming in to destroy that one as well. So, again, out of position movement here for Julinse. She's not protecting her traps well. This will be costly. All those Cavaliers will add up eventually.
And I think Maggie could be taking a little more advantage of it, but she's definitely not ignoring it, and she's definitely taking trebs down for it and punishing Yuli.
And yeah, I wonder how... Oh, there we go. Elite Chukonu now. Now this is starting to steamroll here. Those Elite Chukonu... I think chemistry is the only thing they're missing yet, but the damage is already high enough on them.
Yeah, and Yuli's still producing vills with 116. It's something Maggy's struggling to do right now. She's got 3 town centres, I believe. And is 20 vills behind to Yuli's 2 town centres.
I'm checking if she has
Good
rocketry.
question, I haven't seen it yet.
So, no, she has no rocketry yet.
Blast furnace from Maggy, that'll be a really important technology to help clear out the light cav raids.
Oh boy,
The
score-wise
castle
this
is
is
going down.
looking good again for Julinse, and she has a stable army, stable position now in the middle, and map control. I bet I'd say this is not be good for Maggy.
But the KD's still in Maggy's favour, and this game, unlike last game, those are gold units that Maggy's been taking down.
Right now, problem for Maggy is she's actually pop-capped. She has a big cavalry armor, 22.
She's not pop-capped, she's housed at 115 population.
Yeah, that's a pop-cap for...
200.
That's a pop-cap for Maggy. She doesn't build more houses, so she needs to get more into having more army and more economy. What I don't like now is that the position for Maggy is worse, because the cavaliers cannot attack clearly. There's so much stuff between wood lines, gold. Eventually she's getting rid of those trebuchets.
For Maggy though, taking down trebuchets and Chukonu on the left again.
Yeah,
Really doesn't have chemistry yet. Chemistry coming in now.
oh my god, look at what Maggy's trying. She's getting with the cavalry in the economy of Julinse. She's trying to pull off a quick wall for now.
Light cav though, light cav inside Maggy's base.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is a good idea to raid Julinse's base while she's being trapped down. Yeah, those trebuchets coming into the boss economy. I'm at 37,550. I'm as Polska fan, I think.
Yep, we were like 5 seconds ahead of me, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'll pause for a little bit then, because I got up to live and my game slowed down.
Yeah, I'm on normal speed.
Yeah, I'm on normal speed too, but my computer tends to run the game a little fast.
You mean on the Cavaliers? Scarface? But I think...
Yeah, she has +4.
Kind of
She has
working.
+4 Scarface. But right now I see Maggy's base with 65 villagers and she's losing more and more houses, so her economy is actually dying right now. I don't see a comeback from this.
It's 90 population to 190. It's a 100 pop lead, and I think it'll be GG soon, unfortunately.
Alright.
The Chukunu come in, clean up.
And there's the GG. Oh boy. Yeah, again a slower play with some patience here from Julinse. Maggy tried to put up early aggression with some knights, and then she tried to defend with Magnals. I think if she had your age earlier, that could have worked better.
The one thing that game comes down to is Maggy not booming hard enough. Maggy having too much idle time on the town centres. I'm not sure whether that's because she was lacking food eco, given the later Imperial Age. I suspect that probably is the case. And Maggy always had more eco production buildings than Yuli, and could definitely have kept up and yeah, had an eco lead the entire game, but she didn't. She ended up 30 eco behind, and that wasn't raiding either. So I think that's what that game there came down to in the end.
Yeah, the eco advantage was clearly for Julinse the whole time, even though there were no fights.
Yeah, and Chukonu in late imp, you want a 110 eco. Persian Cavalier Paladin Mangonel Maggy's composition essentially, you want 140, 150 eco. to get your numbers up. And Maggie, I think, hit, we can look it up, 102 was her villager high, so never managed to get to that point, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think she is now under pressure, knowing that she's 2 games away of potentially losing this best of 7. And I think she needs to recover for a second to get ready for the next match. I unfortunately cannot cast this with you anymore because I will have to go now very soon. But yeah, like I'm curious now. I'm really curious how Maggie will try to make the best out of this, or how far she will catch up, and how far this match will get. Yeah, right. So enjoy the day and stay healthy. And I'll check out
And
later.
you have a good day too. See
You
Fishy.
too. Thanks for joining for the first 2 games.
Yep. Thanks too. Bye.
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 So yeah, let's see if Maggie has prepared some masterpieces and can come back. So Juli taking Maggie's home map, actually.
That's a big lead. Well, I don't know if in a tournament at this level whether that is such a big lead, because I mean at this point we have more home maps from Maggie, right? But I think Maggie's not totally unprepared for Wolf Hill, Ravines, or Bogland.
Especially yesterday night, we saw in the semifinals also Bogland being played, and then Maggie noticed that she has been practicing on Bog Islands all the time, which is a different map. So I
That
guess
is quite a different map.
Juli tried to take advantage of that mispreparation by picking Bogland as a home map. But I think Maggie noticed, and I guess she also prepared for Bogland yesterday. So I don't know, it might be an advantage for Juli, but it also might be a disadvantage because just recently practiced it. Okay. Didn't have the slowdown bug yet, but we were always a bit behind each other, I think, so...
Exactly, that slowdown bug occurs when your game catches up to what's currently being played live. So I had it at the very end of that game. But then you just pause for a little while and play, and it usually fixes it.
It's a nice thing that the scoreboard is constantly checking if there's a new game, so I see when they start, but I guess we don't need to be that quick to jump into it. I actually could. Might spoil a bit, but about auto update, so I don't have to manage this.
That's a good tip from Machado. Let's pause for a minute when we first get into the game. Then we can start the game together too.
So we will now see either Mediterranean or Arena from Maggie. Let's see which it will be. So I should also take a look at Discord in case there's any messages from the players. Oop. but very interesting turnout so far. I thought both players didn't really show all their strategies in the group stage yet. I think now in the finals we see them at their full potential.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by both players' gameplay, especially by Juli's map control. I think that's been a really strong play of hers. And Maggy's aggression has been really on point too. I think she's done a lot with her pushes. She's often been against larger armies, but with the pushes and army control, as I mentioned in the last game, Maggy's played really well as well. And I've just found out this will probably be the last game that I cast of this finals.
Already finished my coffee earlier. I managed to do quite a nice latte art quickly before the stream, but at so little time that I couldn't even take a picture and show it.
Marvino says make more. Haven't
Yeah,
seen
true.
the game yet.
But I see in the other scoreboard that the game is underway and it will be Mediterranean.
I can see it now too, yep.
So I will refresh. So I guess we should wait a little bit.
Yeah, I'm loading in and I've got the game paused 2 seconds in.
Oh, that's actually a good idea, so we can skip the loading anime. Will be Persians against Italians. So the classic Mediterranean matchup. Guess the meta is the same on or in Empire Wars game mode.
Okay, do a countdown for me when you start.
Yeah, let's just wait a bit until Echtschade is in the game and then we will see. Okay, they are in the game now, so 3, 2, 1, go. So we got Juli with the Persians, north, south it's Maggie with Italians.
Now Italians have 2 choices here. They can either go heavy on water, use their advantage with the cheaper ships, and try and win water that way. Or they can go full land aggression, debate with the civ choice, and come out with quite a surprising, often, attack.
That's what she did in the group stage, right? When she played Juli on this map. Maggie just immediately went fast castle and basically ignored water.
This map, though, immediately onto a dock, fire ship coming out, double bitax. This will be a heavy wood game, heavy onto water. Maggie with 6 on gold can afford 2 dock fire ship production. Maybe even 3 dock as Italians. Newly housed at 35.
I think game 1 and 2 were kind of similar, with Juli just securing
a tower coming forward from Maggie. That's something the AI always does on water-based maps, is have a tower next to the forward docks. And I think it'll let her win any feudal age fight if she retreats to it. Will make it possibly a little harder to force fights, though. As long as Juli isn't fighting back, Maggie can fight that fire 2v1. Maggie with 2 dock fire ship production. Juli with 2 Persian dock fire ship production. Fire galley, I should say, at this point. Maggie with 2 fire galleys trapped, though. 4 fire galleys to 3 right now. Maggie loses 1. Does need to pull back to the tower, I think. She can't stand too close to Yuli's docks, or that 5% bonus starts kicking in fairly seriously. Yuli walling safely. She is probably fearing Maggy's potential knights. Doesn't look like she might have a hole on the hill, though.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
The villager
If you look
just
at the
walked in.
mini-map, and there's the gate, yep. Maggy with some interesting walls. She has scouted the map there well with the scout. Okay, back to the water fight. And it's 5 military for each, 6 military for Maggy now with the military lead. Maggy wins that fight quite distinctively. Yuli now with the fire galley lead though, so Maggy does need to pull back again. It's 3 docks from Maggy to 2 from Yuli. So Maggy can definitely win. Yuli though clicking up to castle. And that will be a fast war galley upgrade from Yuli. Assuming she has the resources for it, which right now I think... Oh, that is a very poor movement by Maggy. Loses 4, I think, fire galleys to Yuli's, maybe?
I think Maggy's still a bit away from castle.
Yeah, she is. Another 400
That
food.
will take her by surprise.
So how has Yuli managed that? Because she's not on water yet. Is it just adding more farms earlier? I think so. That fight working out in Maggy's favour, and that's a good time to be taking the fight, before the upgrades come in from Yuli. Yuli switching into galleys though, war galley upgrade coming in. Maggy
Somehow
300
Yuli
food
managed
required.
to get 2 sheep in the back of Maggy's base. I don't know if they were there from the beginning or if she also has a hole somewhere. Scout just went through.
I think Yuli probably found those at the very start of the game with the forward scout. Oh, and another poor patrol for Maggy. She can't fight this with feudal age fire gun. She can fight this with feudal age fire galleys.
Somehow she can.
Somehow she can. She shouldn't. Although maybe she should, because she is so close, like so far from castle edge right now. Has the resources finally. Buildings, market just finished, stable finished. She can click up. And Maggy with the water lead with feudal age fire galleys. I did not expect that to go so well.
Yeah, I think Yuli put her scouting sheep everywhere around the map.
It doesn't look like those sheep have been moved actually by Yuli. I think she just found them as they spawned.
Now she's going forward with the villager.
Demo from Yuli taking out 2 fires from Maggy. I just had an outpost go down. Is Yuli building outposts? No, Maggy is.
Just walling.
Another creative play with the tower, and I like the way that Maggy's tried to use it, although I think she could have used it more effectively still. The risk, of course, and I don't think Yuli knows this, but if she had about 6 war galleys, I think she could take the tower down while it's still feudal age.
Ammo hidden somewhere, not falling back. Okay, now both to castle age.
War galley from Maggy, careening as well, Bodkin Arrow coming in. Maggy also switching into galleys, and it'll be interesting to see how much she commits to this tower, whether we see guard tower or heated shot at any point. Oh, that was a fantastic demo from Yuli. That hurts for Maggy.
Now there's a demo from Maggy. Will it do damage?
It's a good demo. Yes. It's 14 military for Yuli to 10 from Maggy. That includes scouts. Ships to 8 right now.
Yeah, indeed. EPC pointing out.
17 ships.
12 villager lead.
To 9. Maggy's entire navy cleared up. And yes, exactly. Yuli again with the eco lead. I think that summarizes Maggy's entire tournament performance. At least match performance in this matchup today. And that is a villager number, that doesn't include any fish yet. I think it's a consequence in this game of Yuli's earlier castle age, combined with the Persian GC bonus.
So. Demo went immediately in.
I think Maggy's quite definitely lost water at this point and should probably try and make some land aggression happen. Yuli already though, putting staples down. We could see a night switch. Monastery too though. I'm not sure whether that'll be for relics. I think that is a relic monastery.
I guess so, there's a relic right next to it.
But would be a good defensive move, anticipating Maggy's knights if that's what she goes for. Maggy with her signature palisade walls. 20 minutes in. Castle on the water though. It looks like Maggy does want to make another pushback happen there. Archer armor as well. Do you think we'll see Genoese crossbowmen in this game, Polska?
Interesting.
Generated crossbows.
First relic secured.
One dock about to go down. That's 3 war galleys that Maggy will lose in there. Good demolition ship. And the castle goes up. Maggy's still playing defensively though on lower eco. Normally if you're lower eco you want to be playing aggressive because if you're turtling out and pulling the game out into a longer one, then being behind an eco gives your opponent an advantage.
I like that Yuli is guarding Maggy's relic to war galleys.
Yeah, Yuli's missing Maggy's redock on the right hand side though. Maggy now with 5 docks. The 6th one trying to go down, and we'll see whether Maggy's able to produce from any or many of them.
Good hit.
Good demo against the war galleys though. Demos don't do a great deal, aren't as good against them. Although if you can get the connection in, which is quite difficult, then you can still do well. I hit a lot of them. 3 war galleys going down for Yuli.
But Yuli also soon in Imperial Age.
Exactly, she's about 20 seconds off. And fast fires from Yuli. Fast fires will wreck Maggy's entire galley navy. If she doesn't lose the fast fires right now. Also knights. Those knights will bust through Maggy's palisades pretty quickly. And after the archer armor upgrade from Maggy, we haven't seen her make any archery ranges or any crossbows, generacy crossbows just yet.
I think Maggy is now saving for Imp, really not producing much.
Yep.
And she picked.
With the cheaper Italian Imperial Age coming in handy. Now I think Yuli will probably be thinking about adding a 3rd town centre soon. She's been on 2 so far.
Salve.
Maggy also on 2 though. And a 30 villager lead for Yuli. 30 eco, sorry. Yuli has a number of fishing ships out now. Okay, fast fire fight on the water. The fast fires clean everything up. Can't fight under the castle though, which means Maggy keeps at least 2 docks standing. Yuli definitely in a position to clear out at least 1 dock, 1 or 2 docks though. Although with the 2nd castle going down, that'll be difficult too. Those fire ships have just 2 range. Maggy keeps every dock alive. With Imperial Age 60% complete for her now too. She will be able to make another push back onto water. Can I point out Maggy's palisade walls on the left-hand side, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Those
almost
are
fed
triple
slop.
palisade walls. Maggy's gone up a level. It's not double anymore. It's now triple palisades.
And there's a castle coming on that side, so maybe that's a good move. I don't know.
3 palisade walls have almost half the number of hit points as a stone wall, by the way.
I guess if you have the time and the room to spare.
Okay, Yuli's found those 2 docks from Maggy. We'll take them out now. Those are undefended. Which is right, I think. Those were surprise docks to try and get some numbers up. But Maggy will lose the units in there now. cannon galleons coming out from Yuli. She wants to pressure those castles. Won't be able to with Maggy's Imperial Edge Navy coming in now. Maggy, no galleon yet. She's making trebuchets actually. I'm not sure what it is. I guess she wants to pressure the castle on the right, but Persian castles aren't that important. Maggy with shipwright, she wants to play this for a very long game. Zabias, hello. Do I think she'll use the cannon galleons? I'm not sure whether she'll get elite cannon galleons. She is already using them. Maggy with trebuchets to defend against them though. And those trebs two-shot the galleys. She got lucky on the first hit. Lucky on the second hit too. One cannon galleon goes down. Trebuchets dying to the galleon. Galleons now. Those galleons do have bonus damage against trebs and take them down quickly. In general, trebuchet isn't a great move against cannon galleon. I say, as the third cannon galleon goes to trebuchets. Look, it's pretty easy to micro against the trebuchets. The trebs, you have to click every single galleon that you want to attack.
Ooh, there was a transport ship.
If there's... Ooh.
Did we miss a landing? No. I think it just...
I don't think so.
Goes pick up units. Oh yeah, that's the...
Yuli with a huge navy lead though, 25 to 11 right
There's
now.
the landing party. Let's see.
What's in there?
3 knights.
3
and
cavalier and a trebuchet. I'm not sure that I like the move for trebs just yet. This isn't sudden death or anything, and so you want to use the... it's just to get around the wall though. That's okay. Yep. Maggy using more trebs against the ships.
Also try to sneak a mob
And another
there.
ship goes down. Maggy's turtle definitely doing well on the military side. Unfortunate disadvantage on the economy at the moment though. It's now 40 eco lead for Yuli.
Does Maggy have any... No, never mind. Any land-based army? I don't think so.
I can tell you in a second. She has 2 crossbows or no cavalry archers and 2 trebuchets plus the
Those
scout.
3 knights could have dealt some damage, but they...
No, sorry,
all
not
died to the
cavalry
castle.
archers. Those are Generacy crossbowmen. They just have a relatively similar icon. Maggy checking out a trebuchet. Does anyone know whether the Generacy crossbows have bonus damage against trebs? I didn't think they did. They definitely do against ships though, and I'd like to see her using those crossbows against the fast guys.
Tipping in Maggy's favor now.
I think you're right there. It's now 17 ships for Maggy to 17 ships from Yuli.
Cavalier coming up. Walking into the...
Yeah, the Cavalier died to Generacy crossbows, so that is an anti-cavalry unit, and good quick walls from Maggy. Quick walls with the house, and adding a second row of palisade walls on the right-hand side now too. Water, bit of thanks to you on Yuli's side, those ships were idle for a moment. Maggy with a good navy. Persian player, Julinse are getting Commanderin now. Commanderin and Conscription.
Yuli
Now
managed
Conscription
to
doesn't help docks.
build a forward stable on the left flank.
Yeah, Maggie with the counter stables though. I think she's seen that, or at least expects that the game could.
Yeah.
No, she hasn't seen it yet. No town watch for Maggie.
I guess she will see it now. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. And there.
Now she knows, yeah. Big naval fight. If Maggie micros a little more, she should win that. No ballistics for Maggie yet. That is a fairly important tech for water fights.
I think there isn't that much gold left
No, she
anymore.
does have ballistics. Never mind.
This island.
Sorry?
AVSB just asked how the gold situation looks like for Maggie, and I think she's out.
There's some gold in the back yet. But, yeah, it could be looking
She has,
difficult
true.
soon.
She has 3 relics that she didn't take yet.
Maggie playing as yellow can't see the relics very easily, unfortunately. Yuli has taken both of the relics that she had available, though. And I'm not... yeah. I think Maggie might be considering skirms, having seen the range from the Persians. And might be expecting Commander and which is coming in. Or Commander and crossbows being teched into. Now, if Maggie were to get the Pavis technology, then her Generacy crossbows would also do very well against Trashbow, I think.
Debating release army over the castles. But still very equal.
Maggie will need archer armor if she wants to keep fighting this. She's getting elite skirm though.
Ooh, bomber tower. That's interesting.
I missed it, but somehow Yuli managed to keep water control and it has quite a sizable navy.
It's not even going fighting from water. Killing the land units.
Fighting under the bombard tower is not something you want to do though. And Yuli clearing out Maggie's palisades with a trebuchet, Maggie double palisade walling on the right again.
Third bomber tower. Another stable.
Bombard towers cost 100 gold each though, and I don't think that's gold that Maggie has without the relics.
Yeah. Only like 1,000 gold left at the back of her base.
Yep.
Which
I do want to point out on the left-hand side, Maggie's triple palisade wall does have forest extending through the wall. Yuli's chopping that forest, so if this game goes long enough, that's a hole that Maggie will need to block with a 4th or 5th layer of palisades. So at the moment, I think it's fairly clear. Yuli has the lead in this game. Do you think Maggie can come back?
I don't think it's over yet, but it's like when she runs out of gold, it gets hard.
Agreed. I think it does get difficult. Italians have decent halberdiers, if I remember correctly, and excellent skirms, though. So I think if she can pull this out to a trash war and survive against the Persian gold units until then, I think that Maggie's trash should actually be able to do decently against the Persian player.
I think Yuli now wants to switch her push to the right side. Please get away.
It looks like she's got some decent military on the left too, though, so... yeah. Yuli pushing on both sides, I'd say.
I was wondering where her navy went for a second, but Maggie got the...
Ah, it's just stacked, yep.
But it was all just moved over to the right side.
Yuli does keep running under the castles there, and this is definitely a closer game than the last two that we've seen. Halberdier from Maggie. Sorry, pikemen so far. Elite skirm is checked into. She doesn't have police for them yet. And I think with the BB bombard tower defense, she can hold this.
Ooh, she's losing lots of navy to the bombard towers. It's 5 fire ships down. No.
And fire ships do cost a fair bit of gold.
But the knights are in. Killing some stuff.
If this gets Maggie making more villages, I think that's actually a good thing for Maggie.
Depends where she moves to. If she moves to the main base. Like here.
Maggie needs more villages.
Devastating. Oh, scouts are coming in. Are not really coming in because
Maggie's full walled and she's got pikemen there to deal with it. I think that's well played by Maggie. We have Hussar technology coming in from Julinse. So Yuli also probably considering her gold situation and seeing this could go late game. She's got 400 gold left.
Bit of gold back here. Also still
Maggie's taken her first relic, by the way. Maggie with the first relic of hers, and if she takes the other two, she'll have the relic lead for late game. Yuli taking a poor fight on the right with her hussars. That means nothing in the game right now, though.
I think the castle might fall on the left side.
Yep.
Oh, actually both castles are falling.
I'm not sure about Julinse's castle. There's one shot. Yeah, it does fall. It does fall. But the trebuchets go down from Maggie, and that's gold that she doesn't have right now yet.
Woo! Tense game.
Absolutely. Maggie with a few generated crossbows on the right hand side, clearing up the hussars. Maggie also teched into hussar. I don't think that was a conversion. Does need more upgrades on her units though. Archer armor still missing. Pikes. Hussar definitely missing upgrades, only +1/+1. And the pikes are also only +1/+1. So Maggie missing a lot of upgrades, which will be pretty critical for a trash war. That being said, everywhere I look, Maggie's winning fights.
Yeah, doesn't look too bad right now. He's also not doing much damage to Juli's eco though.
The KD, which was earlier 50 units in Julinse's favour, has now switched to be 50 units in Maggie's favour. Maggie has been fighting really well, taking really good fights in the last 10 minutes. And this is really unfortunate, but because this game has gone so long, I'll need to leave before the game's over.
I feared that might happen. Because it went on for so long.
Yep. So, and it's a really close game, I really don't want to leave. But I wish both players the best of luck, and look forward to rewatching the game afterwards.
So, thanks for casting. It was fun.
Thank you for the invitation to join, and I'll see you all later.
Bye. So, now I'm on my own and, you know, I have no idea about this game. So I need either much help from chat, or if anyone wants to jump in, just tell me. It's open for anyone who wants to cast with me. But yeah, this game is really close and interesting. Even in the points, Maggie has now completely caught up. Here's some monks. I feel like these bombard towers, this flank, are super valuable. Taken out so much navy. I think Technik Alex wanted to join, right? Yeah, if you want to be completely biased as a co-caster, feel free to join. I don't care whatsoever. It's just very hard to manage all the overlays and watch everything, and then also try to catch everything in game. And there's not that much progress going on the right flank. Water is now completely empty. Because that's not that big of an advantage anymore. But the left side is slowly tipping in favor of Juli, I think. All the raids are coming in. And clearing the bombard towers from the water. Was the winning move. Oh, the right side is slowly falling as well. I fear that this might be over at this point. Or very soon. And GG. very, very, very intense match. Okay, let me update all the overlays correctly, and then also show you the stats. Because yeah, I mean, just from watching, even I need a break at this point. So I guess they will have a short break between those matches. Deserved one. Yeah, and again, the statistics kind of look like in the first 2 games. Yuli with a economy lead again.
Hello.
Maggy with the better fights. BSB, hi!
Can I get a Discord stream?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Just see too. Can I even go live in this channel? Ooh. Just tanking right now. Did OBS crash? I think it did.
Oh no, did I break the stream?
No, it's already running. Wait, what? Did it just... Oh, it's just minimized it. Okay, I got confused for a bit. Okay, yeah, again it was Yuli with a big eco lead.
Yeah, well played
Maggy
by
with
her.
the better fights, but in the end.
I really hope this doesn't get to Maggy's nerves, because she won Maggy in the group stage. I mean, it was a close game there as well. And in the end, Maggy was win with really good raids that killed Yuli's eco, and then she just were able to run over Yuli. But it didn't happen in this game. So yeah, I really hope that she can like get herself together and leave the past games behind and focus on the next game.
So I think we already know what's up. We'll see Arena in game 4.
I don't think I've ever saw her playing Arena with Empire Wars, but I'm not sure. Did we see that before? I don't know.
Sure either. But as it's her home map, I guess has prepared something for it.
Maggy really prepared a lot, like she practiced a lot with Clemensor, so we can blame him if she loses.
True, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, somehow managed to open a sweet Steam menu. Don't know how to close it anymore. Okay, now it's gone. It's just too much moving parts right now for the stream. Can't keep up. So yeah, I guess they are taking a quick break.
Yeah, I think that's good. Just get a bit of rest, refocus.
I wonder if I should take a quick break as well. Also don't want to leave you alone in the cast at this point.
Well, if they take a break, I think you won't miss anything, right?
Yeah, true. I guess it's a good time to take a quick break. So I will be back, and then we will jump into game 4 and see if Maggy can take it and come back in the series.
Yeah, I'm ready for the comeback. PSB takeover again. I think Yuli is playing more aggressive than in the group stage and taking map control earlier. I'm sure she... No, I won't sing PPC. But yeah, I think Yuli probably practiced just as much as Maggy. I think, as I said earlier in the chat, they are both taking it very serious. And so, in case you didn't know, Julinse won the first Kartoffelqueen tournament. And I'm not sure, was the final versus Maggy as well or versus Sarah? I don't even remember. I think it might even be versus Maggy as well. And yes, Maggy, I mean, we were all happy for her after she won the group stage, and she never won against Julinse in like a serious show match or tournament setting before. And I think Julinse wants to take that back.
Okay, I see they are in the game already, so quickly jump in. And we have Arena
against Spanish.
Khmer versus Spanish.
Interesting.
I was just wondering where this music came from, but it was from outside. Don't know if you could hear it.
No.
Guess not. Okay. So, we have Yuli with the Khmer.
Very nice mangoed in the back. And stone in the back.
Not much going on in her pocket in the forest, but still.
Her secondary goals are by the forward. And Maggy also has...
This main goal forward, but some nice resources in the back, so...
And she's scouting that, that's good.
I think it should be fine. No opening the way. Increase the base a bit.
I assume Maggy will go conquistadors. I mean, I guess that's quite obvious. I wonder what Julinse will do though. Maybe knight, but if Maggy macros well, she shouldn't really have a chance with knights. And early castle age, you don't really have the eco for elephants. So, again, the elephants are probably way too slow to do well against the conquistadors. You know who I am, Scar.
Yeah, who is this? I don't know.
I guess we should change the co-caster command. Forgot about that. You're welcome to join, Scar.
I'm still waiting for Technik Alex. He promised to join on Sunday, but...
Right. Maybe he isn't aware that we have free casting spots.
Yeah. As I said, I'm still thought the family cast where we were 3 or 4 people casting Skinny versus Maggy a couple of months back was so fun. So anyone who wants, just jump in, just watch the game, are relaxed, grab a beer, jump in, talk trash about the players, whatever you like. I think there isn't much trash to talk about the players, right? Because it's very strong performance from both of them.
So, Julinse is building a stable, so I guess it will be knights after all for her. Is Maggy is on stone, right? She's going castle conquistadors. Ah, she's on stone
in the
below
front,
the
yeah.
market, yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Julinse will just try to get the relic. Maybe she's going like Lightcave Monk or something. I guess that, monks is actually something I didn't mention before. Monks against Conquistador is probably what she should go for.
Only a bit faster to castle. Don't think it's that much of an advantage. Couple of seconds.
Yeah, I think that's expected because Maggy needed to make 1 or 2 more builds to have the rest for a castle when she reaches castle age. But I don't really know much about Bedwater, so don't quote me on that. Julinse is building a TC. Is she getting a monastery? Yes, she is. Okay.
Already up. Another TC in the back. And expected Maggy on the castle. And also monastery.
I'm not sure about the castle placement. I think maybe like more towards Maggy's main goat would have been nice to protect it. I mean, of course, it's like protecting the rest of her base more, like her town center. But I mean, so far Julinse won't have ranged units to harass the goat, so maybe it doesn't matter that much. Okay, yeah, we can already see the fight for the relics. Maggy got a monastery as well.
But Juli already guards every relic with scouts. So
Wow.
see if the Kongs can fight one back.
And the first conch on the field. Who got house? Juli got house. So Maggy will get the relic that's right in front of her base, but if she... I wonder if she will get another relic. I think Juli, like the few seconds that she was earlier to Castle Age, really gave her a head start to the relic fight.
But it's only scouts versus Kongs, so... I mean, she sniped one monk, so that wasn't too bad, I guess.
Now she's clearing up the scouts with the conquistadors, that's nice.
Two relics in.
2 relics in for Maggy or for Juli?
For Juli. Could also switch this tab so we can see relics coming in. And there's the 3rd relic. Got the conversion? No.
That was nice. I think the monk started to convert the scout, and then Maggy sniped the monk with the conquistadors. It's Maggy's home map.
I think Juli could at least gather 3 relics. I think she's going for the 4th, so it should be 4-1, because she manages to bring that one home.
So Maggy needs to end it before the relics become like a mainer factor. I wonder what Juli's follow-up will be. Will she just stay on monks versus the conquistadors? I mean, as the conquistador numbers are getting higher, I think it gets way harder to fight them with monks. Because even if you get 1 or 2 conversions, the Kongs can kill the monks and also kill the converted units. So I think she might want to switch into something ranged. And Maggy's getting a siege workshop now.
Siege workshop.
I
guess while
like
Yuli
that.
was focused on scouts and getting the relics in, Maggy kind of got the military advantage. So now it's a question if Yuli can drag out the game, or if Maggy can finish it quickly.
Yeah, so Maggy has the map control now, which she didn't have in other games before, so let's see if she can do something with that.
Yuli
Well, I
with
guess...
a 30 villager lead already.
Whoa.
So I guess Maggy is going kind of all in now. Either can push, finish it quickly, or the 4 relics and the 30 villagers will definitely work in Yuli's favor.
Yeah, that's huge. But if she can take the gate down, maybe she can get some raiding damage in. But Yuli is already building buildings as like a secondary layer of wall.
There's a hole though. We close it. Yes.
Oh yeah, she sees it. But I mean, these houses are not that high HP. Maybe Maggy can kill them.
One night garrison. Yuli up to Imp, making not that far behind. And some crossbowmen.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, she needs more, I think, for them to be effective versus the conquistadors, but for now they stopped Maggy from pushing in, getting into the wood lines, killing birds all over. And Yuli is building the castle outside of her base to protect the gold.
But now the Kongs could go in and raid, let's see.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe she is too scared of the monks. Like, using 1 or 2 conquistadors is not the end of the world for you.
Like, is Maggy still on 1 TC? She's like not... I think so, yeah.
Yeah, she's getting a second one.
Now she's adding the second one.
And she is 50 vills behind. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yes. And considering that she's not that far, I mean, she needs to, or like she is supposed to have a, like, a bigger lead with being aggressive and in military. Like, she couldn't really do damage to Julinse yet. Maggy going mangonels again, we saw that on the Scandi game. And I think it worked quite well for her there.
Yuli's backing off.
Mm.
Yuli now with the bigger numbers.
Yeah, Maggy needs to go home with her forward words even. I think she might want to add something that works well against the archers. I mean, she's got the mango nodes, but they they do outrange the mango nodes because they are arbalest.
Juli converted a conch.
Is that a petard?
Indeed it is.
What is the plan with that?
I don't know, maybe she tried to build a conch and misclicked? I don't know.
I think Maggie needs Onager to fight the arbalest if she wants to. Ah, she got Onager. Okay. Is she still building conchs actually? I feel like her conch numbers aren't growing that much.
It's a couple, but not really that many. I think she's now trying to produce at least out of 2 farm centers and adding some more onagers. Yeah, I think the conch production stopped for building some traps.
Ah, right. Yeah, makes sense. Julinse got light cave now with the siege. And she's killing all the mango nodes so she can move in with the archers and attack the conquistadors. This is not looking good for Maggie. Very well played by Julinse. Nice shots there from Maggie, but I think it won't be enough. She's got such a huge ball of arbalests now, and Maggie doesn't really have anything. Yeah.
Works
Even
well in this
hard.
situation. Oh, that was a nice shot. Don't exactly know what the number 1 and 2 price is, but it's a total prize pool of 125 euro.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the distribution either.
Sponsored and hosted by each other. I think third place got 20 euro, so I guess the rest goes to second and first place, but you could also just type exclamation mark KQ2, so Kartoffelqueen 2. The price distribution is in the AOE zone thread, I think. Maggie's now slowly catching up in eco.
I mean, she can defend for now. That's nice, but Judy has the map control. She can get all the resources, all the extra resources, stone and gold on the map.
Julie got 4,000 gold in the bank.
Oh boy.
So doesn't even know what to do with all the resources.
I wonder, is Maggie doing skirms or something? I think she needs to switch up her army composition. She's getting knight upgrade. Also pikes. And the birds, what are these birds doing? Are repairing the onager? Ah yeah, I think she's going skirms now. She's trying to build an archery range. but I'm not sure if the switch will be in time because her castle is about to fall. She can't really defend against the traps.
GG.
Yeah, GG. It's sad that she wasn't able to get one game, but Julinse played incredibly well. Maggy fell so much behind in eco. I think they are doing an interview now.
I think so as well. Wonder what the best way to do it is. If we should just join them or if I should just host you all over.
I don't know, but the interview will be in German, so sorry for all English-speaking viewers.
Yeah, again the big full lead for Juli. The early aggression approach for Maggy didn't really work out.
So, do we host or?
I think hosting would just make the most sense, right? Or do you have some very important questions for the girls? I don't know.
No.
I also don't want to interrupt Echt Schade's stream kind of by us just barging in. So, the interview will be, and the post-game analysis will be on Echt Schade's channel. Yeah. Exhausting games.
Yeah,
Close
GG's and
games.
congratulations to Julinse, of course.
But Juli just with a slight edge. The Queen Sea Turtle, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so I guess at this point, thanks to all my co-casters. Thanks BSB.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks LFish. Thanks Mmarss. It was a very nice co-casting. Great afternoon of Age of Empires matches. Goldie, thanks for the follow. No, thanks for the host with one viewer. Guess I will pass that one viewer along with all the others to Echt Schade's channel so you can enjoy the post-game analysis and the interviews. Juli already in the waiting room, I can see. So, I guess, thanks for watching.
Bye-bye, guys.
See you latest. See you, Savias. Thanks for the follow. Now everyone is following, so I can't end the stream. Yeah, but now I will just do quickly this. Everyone in on the raid to Echt Schade's channel. Oops. No! Titanic. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, and until Kartoffelqueen 3 for the latest, I guess. Bye!